a second here. Just click the button. Let's see if it's going. And I just shared the link, so people should be joining shortly. Got my earplugs in. I'm going to try to listen to myself talk real quick, make sure the volume's okay. And it'd be good if I unmuted it. Okay, everything seems fine. Stream seems to be in good health. Currently at 0 viewers, so I might be uploading this to my YouTube channel just because I feel like it. So let me just say hi. Let me just introduce how things are going right now. I am not really sure what I want to talk about, but I just want to get on here and say hi to people. So as more people join, I'm going to start responding to people in the chat. I'm going to be interacting with everybody. When I go and do these live streams like I am right now, I am basically just hoping to interact with people a little bit, talking to people directly because I tend to avoid or just not respond to people's comments, not intentionally, but just because I'm not very good at doing that on my channel, responding to comments and everything. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for people to join so I can chat with them directly. And if anybody does join in the next few seconds. Hopefully they say hi. Hopefully they let me know what's going on. And yeah, so it's Sunday, I believe. So the weekend's gonna be over after today. I'm gonna have to go back to work tomorrow. Not completely thrilled to go back to work, but hey, got to do it. So what's new in my life right now? Not much is new in my life. Just the same old stuff. I feel really good though. I feel like I'm doing fine. I've been very well actually in terms of my mental health, in terms of like how I'm feeling. I actually have been hanging out with some people recently. I have some friends actually just a couple nights ago on Friday night. I actually went out to one of my friends' houses and just kind of hung out with a few people for a few hours, and it was just cool, just kind of sitting around talking about stuff, which is something that I'm not the best at. I'm not the best at just hanging out with people. I usually am really quiet and very unsocial. So just the fact that I was able to just do that well was a good thing. I can hear a lawnmower outside or some sort of thing like that. So I don't know if you guys can hear um, through the video. I don't know if the video is gonna pick it up, but there is something outside. So see, that's kind of how I know that I'm doing better in my life. That's how I know that I'm starting to feel good, starting to uh, get my stuff together. Is that when I do hang out with people, when I do have the opportunity to be in a social setting, um, when I do have the opportunity to be in a social setting, when I feel comfortable, when I'm able to completely just talk to people normally, like normal people would, and not have to struggle with that sort of social anxiety that I might have, or that like, oh, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to interact with these people, being nervous, like that's how I know I'm doing good because I'm able to do that confidently because I'm fine. Like even getting on a video like this or on a live stream, and I'm able to do this the way that I am confidently. Like that's how I know that my head is clear. That's how I know that I'm not depressed, that I'm not nervous, that I'm confident. This is what I want my life to be like. So yeah, I'm doing fine. All right, we got a comment here from saying, "Hi, Kenneth. Is it cool if I say Kenny?" Yes, Kenny is what I actually do like to be called. I'm starting to call myself Kenny in my videos. I introduce myself as Kenneth Stahl sometimes just because that's what my full name is, and I feel like it's kind of a more like professional name, like it's official Kenneth, but Kenny is like my real name. It's just what I like to be called. So yeah, so for those of you guys who are just joining, I really hope that you do say hi to me in the chat and start up conversations. What topics you want to talk about, or I will talk about whatever you talk about in the comments in the chat. So those of you who are here, if you just want to say hi, if you don't want to say hi, that's fine. But yeah, that's kind of the purpose of this live stream is for me to interact with you guys. So Um, I'm just looking at myself in the video. I'm watching myself, and I can actually hear myself playing in my headphones, just because I want to make sure that everything's good. And it's kind of weird to hear yourself talking, you know. Um, but hey, that's good. I can kind of self-correct myself as I go along, and if I start sounding like, man, I should probably stop talking about this. Like I can listen to myself. But so oh, what do we want to talk about? We got 5 people here, it looks like, so that's cool. We got some audience, 6 people now, awesome. Last time I did a live stream a couple days ago, I had like 14 people, which is actually not usual for me. So we got Sick Minded saying, "Sup, Ken?" And honestly, what is up right now? Nothing really, just kind of bored. Um, I have a lot of time to just waste today. So that's why I started to do a live stream right now to get on here for a little while. I don't know how long I'm going to do a live stream right now. It's been 6 minutes since I started, which means that I still have about an hour at least to go, depending on how much interaction there is from you guys who are participating in the chat and talking. Depending how that goes, this could go for a long time, or it could just be ending really quickly. So thanks for asking how I was doing. For those of you guys who are watching right now, for the 6 of you, let me know how you guys are doing. I'm doing well. I did kind of just talk about that a minute ago, maybe before some of you guys got here, but I was talking about how I'm doing really well right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than what I normally feel like, and that's really great. I feel confident. I feel happy. I feel secure. I'm not like super depressed. I'm not super worried about stuff. I'm just kind of at a stable situation. So we got Kevin saying, "Hey Kenny, what are your goals for the future?" Good question. Thank you for asking. My goals for the future. I have I have I don't really have a lot of goals. My goals are not specific. Now, this is what like people tell you that if you're gonna set a goal for your life, you want it to be like specific, like, and you want to set a time frame for like when you want to achieve that goal. Typical goals that people set, of course, are something related to their job, or whether it's a New Year's resolution. It's like, hey, I want to lose like 10 pounds in 2 months or something, whatever. Like there's a specific goal and date. That's how the people who teach goal setting. That's what they'll tell you. For me in my life, I have no specific goals. My general goals for myself are to continue to upload videos, try to build an audience of people. Right now, we're up to about 1,900, just under 2,000. So I'm really just excited to be on YouTube and have people listening to me and watching me. Um, I I just really right now I'm just focusing on making sure that my relationship is good with my girlfriend, trying to spend more time with my family, trying to just work at my stupid job that I hate, and just make sure I have enough money to pay for things. Other than that, there's really not much to do. I want to start creating new hobbies for myself. I want to start exercising more. Yeah, that's general stuff, right? Nothing specific. Uh, okay, we got Callum. Is that how you pronounce your name? Um, there's a game where you can hear yourself, but it delays your voice, so you speak weirdly, and it messes up how you speak. Yeah, I actually used to play around with that. About it's a speech jammer, like a delay thing. Yeah, those are fun. A lot of cool stuff can happen with that. Uh, that's a fun thing to do. So we got sick minded saying, "I'm doing terrible. I'm drinking so much alcohol and am depressed." Um, yeah, it's not. I don't want to hear that. I hope that. Um, I hope that you can possibly, work through that. I hope that you can figure out what you can do in your life to not feel so depressed, to not have a struggle with drinking. I know a bunch of people in my life who also struggle with drinking a lot. And my dad was actually talking to me recently about how he's been 4 years sober now, and I'm very, very proud of him. I hope that one day I can get him onto my channel and talk about drinking and alcohol a little bit, because he's been involved in the what do you call it? The programs, right, to stop drinking. He deals with addiction a little bit. he hasn't really talked to me about his personal experience with that, but he's starting to talk to me more about it, and I really am interested in the idea of just struggling with any kind of substance. I mean, I'm not saying that that you're addicted, but just the idea that hey, that is what people do when they're depressed. That is what people tend to do when life is hard. Is you tend to find something to fill your life with. Some people can just naturally find healthy things to spend their time on that can help them with their therapy or whatever. People find hobbies to spend their time with. Other people, they go straight to alcohol. They go straight to something else. People, for me, it's I want to get away from everybody. I want to spend all my time when I'm depressed, entertaining myself with video games or TV or something. Not so much video games because I don't really play that much, but mostly just TV and get away from things. And there are definitely other things that you can do with your time to be healthier. So yeah, good little subject to talk about there for a minute. Maybe I can explore that more. If you guys want me to talk about that kind of thing, I can talk about that more. But I'll just try to interact with you guys right now. So those of you who are just joining, make sure that you are talking to me in the chat, saying hi, bringing up topics to talk about, and I'm just gonna kind of go off you guys, what you guys want to say. Oop, just bump the camera here. Um, so let's see what do we got. You say, Kyron. I don't know how to say your name again. Hi, Kenneth. I'm back. It does notify you when someone live streams. That's good. Another amazing stream. I bet. I hope so. I'm gonna try. We got everyone saying hi, guys. Hi, Kenneth. What's up? Hey there. How you doing? Hey, you guys are all the same people, the exact same people that were here 2 days ago. So welcome back, guys. It's always cool to see familiar faces. So, um, yeah, awesome. What's up? Yeah, so I recognize pretty much everybody here. Everybody that has participated in the chat so far today are all people that have been in a live stream at least at one point in the past. So that's awesome. Um, Yeah, let's see. We got 12 minutes into the stream. It feels like I've been talking for longer. That is one thing about these live streams is I have to just like figure out what I want to talk about, right? I have to like have something interesting to say. Maybe it's just an update on my life. Maybe it's just telling you guys how I'm doing. Maybe if you want, I can go on a long rant about something. I can go on a long, just expressing my opinions or how I feel, whatever. Depends on how you guys want it to go. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. Um, Not really sure what I want to talk about. It's always a struggle to come up with things to say. I used to like try to come up with like a plan ahead of time, write down what I want to talk about in the video. But then I was just like, well, hopefully there's people that can help me out. I just recorded a video for you guys that wasn't the greatest video, but it was just a video to make, and I'm gonna upload it after I'm done on this live stream. So hopefully that'll be good. We got how about a funny story or something like that. A funny story. Do I know any funny stories? Um, Kind of a hard thing to think about. Do I have any funny stories? Um, Not really. I don't really have any funny stories. A couple days ago at work, I had a girl come up to me and just start talking to me in Spanish, and I don't know how many of you guys watching this speak Spanish? How many of you guys speak other languages? And what languages do you guys speak? Because I only speak English, right? Most people born in the US can only speak English. So, but a lot of people in my work speak Spanish, and this girl came up to me and she started talking to me in Spanish, and I looked at her. I was like, I have no idea what you are saying to me. And she realized what she was doing. She's probably a little embarrassed because she didn't. She just like those of you who do speak Spanish, um, who are those of you guys who are bilingual or speak multiple languages. Have you ever just started talking to someone who doesn't speak that language, and you just start talking to them in the language they don't speak, and you immediately are like, oh, My bad. I forgot who I'm talking to because that's kind of what happened. Um, yeah. Although the thing is, I am actually part Mexican, so part of my ancestry down the line actually is Spanish speaking, but that whole thing I never like I'm like mixed like with like my background from like in I don't want to talk about that right now, but I just thought I'd point it out. So cool, we got we got some Spanish speakers in here. We got Blue Jacket. Do you game? No, I'm not a gamer, but I do enjoy video games, if that makes sense. I'm not always on top of what games are out, but so I'm probably not the best gamer out there, but I do want to start playing video games a little bit just to entertain myself. Okay, so we got a few people here, so that's cool. Got someone who speaks a little bit of Dutch. Awesome. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to learn how to speak another language in my life. Like to me, it's just too complicated. I can't even barely speak English. If and what I mean by that is I just struggle. Just talking isn't my thing, you know. Uh, native language is Arabic. English is my second language. That's cool. You know, that's awesome. Okay. I did share the link to this, so hopefully people are going to join. I don't know how many of you guys are following me on Facebook and Twitter, but those are basically just places for me to share the videos when I upload them. I don't post very much on Facebook or Twitter, but I do I do want to I do want to start like just posting more. I really am not the best at keeping up with social media, even my own YouTube channel like this. It's something I struggle with. I don't really take it as seriously as I should. Very just unorganized. But so those of you who do want to follow me on like Facebook and Twitter, feel free to do that. Let's see. What types of things do you do to pass the time? It's a good question. I waste a lot of my time doing nothing. Like honestly, I spend most of my time on YouTube watching other people. Uh, I like to hear like people talk about things that I'm interested in, more of a serious topic. Like my videos, I very like serious. Like I it's so hard for me to like just be silly. It's so hard for me to just like joke around and be funny because that's just not my personality. And it frustrates me so much because the people that I like the most, the people that are entertaining to me, are the people that are fun and energetic and dynamic and silly. And I'm just not like that. So if there's one thing that I want to change about myself that I want to improve and get better at, yeah, it would be to be more fun, more easygoing, more entertaining, more just better at like being funny and stuff. So unfortunately, I have that serious tone. I have that like let's talk about real stuff, the deep stuff. Yeah. Uh, will you ever show your girlfriend on video to us? Um, I've actually been asked this before, and I actually talked to my girlfriend about it, and yeah, she said that she's fine being on video. It would have to just be the right moment. When it happens, it'll happen. It might be a while, but um, yeah, I don't really know how I bring her into a video, but sure, it'll happen at some point. There's a lot of things I want to share with you guys. There's a lot of things I want to start doing on my channel and these videos, and I don't know when all this stuff is going to happen, but it's a slow process for me to figure out what I want to do with these videos and to figure out how I want to how I can get better because I don't really have a lot of experience with like making good videos. Like there's something about how do you make a good video on YouTube? How do you be a good YouTuber? How can you be entertaining, keep people's attention and how can you be helpful? Like whatever it is, like my ultimate goal is just to be myself. Like my ultimate goal is just to talk about the stuff that I want to talk about. Share with you guys my life, my way of living, how I want to improve myself. So um, yeah, as far as like how do I get better? How do I make good videos that people want to watch? I really don't know. I haven't put that much time into it. So let's see. We got some people talking in the chat to each other. That's awesome from USA. Yeah, where's everybody at? Let's just go ahead and talk about that. Yeah, letting if you guys can just let me know all you can about yourself. Let me know who you are, where you're from, how old you are, what you like to do, stuff like that. That's a really good like starting point for me to get to know you guys. So those of you guys who are willing to talk about that, feel free to do it. Uh, I need to like I need to loosen up a little bit. I need to figure out I need to get in the right mindset to do this live stream because I just jumped into it. I didn't really have a plan for it, but I should like play a video game on stream. How would you guys like to see me play a video game on stream on this computer? Hi, I'm Kaylee. I think that's how you say that, right? Kaylee. Yeah, 19 years old from Atlanta, Georgia. Awesome. I am. I don't think I recognize you from the stream, so welcome. Nice to meet you. I'm like clicking around right now, going to different tabs on my computer, trying to see if there's anything giving me ideas of stuff to talk about. I think I'm just gonna end up probably just ending the stream fairly early this time. Not really doing the best. Do you want to learn swear words since we're all from all around the world? That's interesting. What game would I stream? I don't know. I have to ask you guys about that. I don't know what kind of games. I have never streamed a video game before. Um, but it's definitely something that I would like to do. I'd like to get into doing a little bit of dipping my toes into the game world of gaming. Let's see. I mean, if I really wanted to talk about stuff, I could probably go into the deep stuff about like, hey, depression, how you guys doing in your life. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that, if you want to go down that path, but it's definitely something we could do. I want to see games. Be so hyped for it. That's cool. Like I know there's a lot of people that are into gaming. So oh, here we go. Welcome to the stream, digital fan, saying I am 16 and I have no friends. Junior year of high school from Denver. Well, nice to meet you. I can definitely relate to not having friends. I I've always just kind of struggled with having no friends, and that's kind of what I talk about a lot, don't I? I make a lot of videos talking about me being lonely, about not having friends. And I'm getting better at it. There are definitely just a few friends that I am starting to really get closer to in my life, and that's great. Like I just got invited over the weekend to go hang out at someone's house, and I just went. I went with them. I sat around. I talked for a little bit, and talked about how I was doing in my life and everything, and I they just kind of goofed off a little bit. So just hang out with like two or three people, and that kind of thing is a big deal for me because it doesn't happen very often. When I do get the opportunity to hang out with people, it's it's definitely it just makes me feel so good about myself. I mean, I know that some of you guys don't struggle with that same idea, but I mean, for something in my life where it doesn't happen very often, yeah, I mean, it's a great thing. So, um, yeah. So, hmm. So we got like 10 people watching right now. So if you just joined, be sure to say hi in the chat. Let me know a little bit about you. Maybe me some questions. Give me something to talk about, and maybe talk about yourself a little bit. And it could definitely be great for the quality of the stream. For those of you guys who are bored right now, um, I'm struggling a little bit, so that's why this is a this. I'm trying to not make this like a super boring stream that's cringy, but My mind, I feel like a little low energy right now. Like I really feel like I'm struggling to like just keep my head on straight and get into this zone of talking. So, what kind of comment is that? Want to read Pornhub comments and make jokes about, but not sure if you're into that type of jokes. Honestly, I just don't think it would be appropriate for this live stream. Let's try to keep it. I don't know if I want to go down that path for the. Let's keep this professional. But yes, I'm totally into it. Totally would do it, but maybe not right now. Maybe not. Maybe not. Do I have a streaming schedule? No, I don't have a streaming schedule. I just get on here randomly whenever I feel like it. So, like just now, I decided like literally maybe I've been doing the stream for 25 minutes, so maybe 15 minutes before I started the stream, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just do a stream? And I just instantly got up, came over here, turned the camera on, went live, and that was it. So there's no schedule. It's just when I feel like it. So Kevin says that he's 19 years old from NYC, about to start college. Awesome, good for you. What are you doing? What do you got plans for in school? For those of you guys who are at that age, are you going to college? Are you considering it? Did you try it out? Did it not work for you? For me, I tried to go to school, didn't really work. Um, I actually went to school, went to college right out of high school. Actually, I wasn't even 18 when I graduated high school, and I wasn't even 18 when I went into college. And I ended up dropping out of school 2 months into it. Like, literally, like the day before my 18th birthday, I dropped out of college. And that was when depression was really starting to become a major problem for me. That was probably a big factor into why I dropped out. And then I went and lived at home with my mom for a while. I lived in her basement for like a year. I didn't even work. I had no job. Really depressed. Just not a good time for me. That was when I started my YouTube channel the way that you know it today. And I went back to school again. Like I was like, hey, I got to give college a second try. Going for like business related stuff. And I got through one semester. I failed 4 out of 5 of my classes. I couldn't do my work. I didn't want to. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I'm like, man, college just isn't for me. And that's kind of where what I decided was that I'm just not built for college. I got all A's in high school. I did great in school. I'm smart. I know how to write essays well. I know how to do research, but I just didn't put in the work. I didn't do a good job. I didn't try. I didn't have people around me that helped me out. I just failed. I didn't do good. And yeah, so I just joined the labor force, if you want to call it that, working at a factory type of job, and it sucks. But I have this hobby, YouTube, which I enjoy, which gives my life some sort of meaning and purpose. Able to connect with you guys, and that's how my life is right now, and I love it. So let's see, what do we got? We got Zach saying I'm 17 from UK, about to start college for the second time, dropped out the first time. Welcome, Zach, to the stream. We got Amy. Will you upload a video soon? I will probably upload some videos soon. I got one that I just recorded a minute ago, which will be up today, but it's not the best video. I'm really struggling to really come up with like I'm really struggling to come up with what videos I want to make. Again, like I just don't have the whole YouTube thing figured out yet. And it's just I'm kind of experimenting with things, topics I want to talk about. But luckily, I really enjoy live streaming. Like I enjoy getting on here live for you guys way more than I enjoy recording a video that's 5 or 10 minutes long where I just talk for like that amount of time on one topic. Because here I can just ramble. I can go I can go on for an hour straight. I can go from one subject to another subject. It might get boring for some of you guys who stick around for the whole period that I'm on the stream, but when it works, it can work, and I get to talk to you guys directly, right? Right, Amy and Zach. So we got I'm 16 from the kingdom of how do you say that? Bahrain? Bahrain? How do you say that? Do you know my country? No, I don't, clearly. I don't even know if I said it right. I'm terrible with names, which I established the last stream I was on. if you do stream around this time, I can watch because I'm in another 20 minutes. It's bedtime for me. Yeah, I mean it's just random. Usually I do it late at night for me. So I'm in the U.S. Eastern Standard Time. So it's like 2:43 right now for me. So it's so whatever your time is. Usually I do it late at night for me, like 9 or 10 o'clock p.m., which I'm not going to be able to do it at that late anymore because of my job. I have to be in bed around that time. So those of you guys who are in Europe, who are in Africa, who are you in Australia, you guys are probably going to get a little bit screwed over with my schedule. But luckily, the past couple of times I've been able to get on here early. We got Kevin. I'm in liberal arts for now. I'm not sure what I really want to do as of yet. Well, I hope that you figure that out soon. I mean, I I learned this about myself, which is that I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And jumping into school, putting that financial like burden onto myself, having to pay for college and not knowing what I wanted to do, I realized I don't have the money to just throw away and to get like yes, school can be a great place for you to figure out what you want to do, but for me I wasn't gonna I didn't think that I was gonna be able to figure it out. It's really taken me a long time to really figure out what I want out of my life, who I am as a person, what I care about, what I don't care about. And honestly, I think that going into college at the age of 17 or 18, I think for me, I feel like I needed a few more years to figure out what I want to do and maybe then decide to go to school. For those of you guys who are young, for those of you guys who are in school, I just feel like college is not doing very well right now, especially in the United States. That I just think that I have a problem with the college the way that it is now, and the requirements, the amount of money you have to pay, the fact that most people going into are just doing it because someone told them that that's what they should be doing. Their parents. I think unless you want to be a doctor or unless you want to be a lawyer, unless you want to be something that requires you to go to school, because if you don't go to school, you don't get an education. If what you want to do is maybe just start a business, or what you want to do is just get a job somewhere that doesn't require an education, maybe you're not the right person for school. So understanding whether you're the right fit for college or not is a long process that I think everybody should take more time to think about. And I'm not against college, but for me, I am against it because for me, it's not good. For me, it's not going to work. For me, it didn't work. And a lot of people are lost in their lives because they don't know what they want to do. So, anyway, moving on. Let's see. Uh, Digital fans, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with my life after high school. I think that I didn't know what I want. I actually, when I was in high school, I had an idea of what I wanted to do with my life. And what I wanted to do actually was start up a YouTube channel. And hey, I did that, right? Like this YouTube channel is what I wanted to do after and in high school. And that's what I have been doing. And I enjoy it. Um, I mean, YouTube isn't going to give me any sort of way to pay for my bills, right? I'm not going to earn any money from having a YouTube channel. But I think that this, to me, YouTube is more meaningful, the most meaningful thing that I can do in my life than anything else. And it might not pay my bills, but I just love it as a hobby, being able to connect with people, being able to be in front of the camera, share my thoughts on things. It has the potential to be good. Like I have the potential to say things that can be meaningful to other people. So, um, uh, Rodrigo saying welcome. Well, number one, welcome, and then saying I just think positive. That's good. Everybody should try to incorporate positive thinking in their lives. So, um, I watched last night's one. I'm one of the people from South Africa. Yeah, I remember you. It's east of Saudi Arabia, correct? Let's see. I don't even know where it is. Which country are you guys talking about? Was it that one that I didn't know how to pronounce? Have you ever been interested in programming? Have I been interested in it? I think it's a cool thing. Is it my thing? I think it's certainly not something for me. And then we got the Dan Ram. Is that what? Am I reading that correctly, or is my computer screen um, saying hi? And I just want to say hi to you. Welcome to the stream. So we got a bunch of people here now. We got like 12 people, and that's awesome. I used to only get like maybe 3 to 5 people, maybe 6 or 7 if I was lucky. So having 10 or 12 people is great for the channel. To be here in a live stream. Those of you guys who just joined, say hi if you want to. Oh, the damn RAM. Okay, yeah, sorry. The text is like really small and I'm like sitting far away from it and I can't read it. And as you guys can tell, it's just a lighter color than the other. So yeah, I apologize for that. I'm terrible at reading names, even when they're easy like that one, apparently. So then we got Amy saying, I've always wanted to start doing YouTube, but I've always been too nervous or been worried about being judged by people. I would say that I've definitely experienced that myself. Um, Although I have a weird thing about me, which is that I'm a shy person. I'm a quiet person. I have social anxiety in a certain sense, right? In a certain way. Um, so when I'm in a group of people in real life, like just kind of sitting around, maybe in just sitting at home. There's like maybe a few people that well, not home, but like if I'm out in public, there's just like a few people sitting around in a circle, whatever, talking. If I'm at school, if I was at work, I usually have a little bit of nervousness where I don't want to talk, I don't want to open my mouth, I don't want to because I just don't know what to say and I'm worried what people think about me. And yeah, judgmental stuff. I also get nervous just doing things in front of people. Like I I don't like going outside and mowing my lawn because I'm so close to other houses right next to me or trailers because I live in a trailer park. And like I get nervous that other people are gonna watch me and like from their windows, and I get nervous like doing stuff in front of people, working, because I don't know what they're gonna think about me. But for some reason with YouTube, like I really want to be in front of the camera. Like I really want people to listen to me. Um, like I've always had this thing that I want to be like giving presentations. I want to be giving speeches. And yes, I'm nervous to do these things. I am nervous to be on YouTube. I am nervous if I were to ever give speeches in my life. But there's something about like wanting to be in front of people. I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, believe it or not. Like I'm not funny like naturally like in conversation, but I've always wanted to like write jokes, prepare them, go on stage and like there's something weird about me where I want to do that, even though I'm nervous in other situations. So, all right, let's see what do we got. I'm actually the person that tweeted you a while ago about how I feel less lonely knowing someone relates to me. I think I remember that. Not a lot of people tweet to me. I don't think I responded to you. I do a bad job at responding to messages and tweets and comments. I don't know why I just stopped like responding to people and I really apologize. I want to apologize to all of you guys for not responding the best. I need to get better at it. I don't know why my mind's just on other things, so I'll work on it for sure. Um, and we got Wesley back again saying, "Hello, Kenneth. Do you have any other hobbies other than YouTube?" Not really. I mean, I like to go bowling. I like to do things with people. Um, I really don't have hobbies. I'm a very boring person, as you can tell. Excuse me. I'm not the most interesting person in terms of like my life is so cool that you want to watch it. But I feel like I just have a lot of stuff that I think about all the time, and a lot of stuff I want to talk about and share with people. So that is the value of watching me and listening to me is that I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. And but as far as my life, no. That's what I want to change about my life. The thing that I need to improve on in my life is to get more hobbies, is to find more things that I can be happy with and entertain myself and enjoy. Skull is back again. I recognize you from a different stream saying, "Hi Kenneth, always watching your videos. Thank you for joining again. Very happy to have you as a part of the community on this channel." Um, let's see what else we got. Yeah, it's not judgmental from random people as much as it's people who actually already know me. Yeah, for me, I mean, yeah, I mean, I get nervous around people that I don't know and that I do know. For me, it's actually the more I know somebody on an intimate level, on a one-on-one, situation, the better and easier it is for me to be myself. It's very hard for me to open up and be vulnerable and share what I think and feel and to people that I actually don't know because it's like I don't feel connected to them and I feel like I'm very interested in people. Like there's one thing I do a lot. It's I want to get to know people more. I want to learn about people. I love like seeing the diversity in people and in their personal lives and their habits and what they do. The diversity in their cultural like if you are from a different country, I'm certainly interested in that for sure. If you have a different dynamic to your life going on through whatever environment you're raised in, if you have some people talk about having addictions to certain things. It's like, wow, that's fascinating. I've never like I don't experience that in my own life, so it's like I want to learn more about it. Some people are really good at certain jobs, or they have really great like interests and knowledge about stuff. It's like, man, I want to listen to you. I want to hear more about what you have to say. I personally feel, and I have a video on my channel, an old video that doesn't have a lot of attention, um, where I talk about uh, that you can learn so much from different people, and that's the one thing that I find to be great is I want to hear more from people. I want to listen to what other people have to say because you can learn something from every single person that you come in contact with, and that's the one idea about me that I think like I really value a lot is my open mindedness to like listen to people to want to hear about them. So yeah, yeah, that's why I like getting on a live stream and hearing from you guys because I want to know about you. Um, how old am I? Holy Macaroni, welcome to the stream. And I am 21 years old. I'm almost 22. The only problem I had was not having friends I felt good being with, but I feel like I'll find them or I can be happy with YouTube and the problem of having a bad routine. So I totally did not read that the best that I could have. I apologize for that. Um, yeah, I mean, I've definitely struggled out with not having friends. And I can say that I can relate to a lot of that which you just said though. Talk about the kind of books that you read. Um, well, I got my bookshelf right here. What kind of books do I read? Honestly, I have all these books here, and I can tell you most of them I only read like the first chapter and then maybe skimmed through the other chapters of them. They're all nonfiction books on personal development. Uh, what are these? Let me just see what these ones are. Okay, this is my first book that I have just sitting here. It's called Never Good Enough: How to Use Perfectionism to Your Advantage Without Letting It Ruin Your Life. Right? Do you feel that no matter how hard you try, it is never good enough? Do you spend too much time trying to get things exactly right in order to avoid criticism? I actually bought this book because I had this idea that I wanted to write a book about um, the same idea, right? Being never good enough. So, yeah, I actually thought about writing a book. Then we got this other one called The Tipping Point. Is by Malcolm Gladwell, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference. I actually have not opened this book yet. It's actually a really popular book. Malcolm Gladwell is a very famous thought leader type of dude. Then we got this book called Making Habits, Breaking Habits, Why We Do Things, Why We Don't, and How to Make Any Change Stick. So as you can see, it's a lot of stuff that's just based on like, you know, uh, that kind of stuff, which is what my channel is all about. I think I found that Making Habits, Breaking Habits book on a blog site that they were selling because the blog site was like psychology blog, psych blog or something. I don't know what it was. All right, so we got my school is going to start next September, and I'm a little bit nervous to meet my classmates. It's my senior year. Being shy, it really sucks and is annoying. Um, yeah, I was always terrible at meeting people. I would never know what to say to them. I would never like have the courage to like talk to them because I was shy and worried about what they thought about me. I mean, part of this is going back to like what I was talking about a little bit about how I really have no life. I don't have hobbies. I'm not very entertaining and fun and silly and joking. I'm very serious and like just boring. And I'm very self conscious of that fact. So because of that, I'm like, man, who would like me? Like, who would want to talk to me? Who would want to hang out with me? Like, there's nothing here. There's no substance to myself. And I think that's kind of a reason why I struggle with everything because everybody wants to talk about, you know, the latest news or which I mean, I guess I can talk about the news, but like I talk about like, hey, I like to play video games, but I don't know what video games are out right now. I'm not into the world of video games. I don't know like the popular ones. I'm not a gamer, but I like to play video games. So I would love to sit down with someone and play a video game, but when it comes to talking about the video games themselves, I mean that's why I suck at conversation so much because I don't know shit. Like I don't know I don't know what to talk about, and that sucks because like that's kind of why I don't have a yeah, that's why I don't that's why I'm shy a little bit and whatever. So it's a part of it. It's a component. I also have just that fear, but yeah. What sort of music are you into? I actually am not a person who listens to a lot of music. I really couldn't name a lot of popular bands or artists or songs just because I just never grew up listening to music, and I didn't start listening to music until I was at the end of my high school years. And even at that point, I never really took it seriously. I never owned an iPod. I never owned like an MP3 player. I think I did, but I never really used it. Like an MP3 was like an old MP3 player. When everybody had an iPod, I had this like MP3 player, which was whatever. But anything that's like nice to listen to, catchy songs, or music that's music. Some music I like to be high energy, like you can dance to it. Other music I like just calming, relaxing type of soft, like instrumental music. Otherwise, I don't care. I like songs. I like people that have like lyrics to things that are cool. But yeah, I don't really know. Will it? Hold on. I gotta catch up on your comments. I think people should be themselves and not bothering about criticism. I agree. A lot of that is, insecurities, people not being confident in themselves, and that's something that I work on about myself. Is like, if you're confident and you don't care what other people think about you, that's not going to be something that you worry about. You're not going to be concerned about it. So that's kind of something that I'm trying to deal with in my life. It's something I want to talk about a lot and help people with. Is how do you get to that point where you're not bothered by criticism, where you can be comfortable with yourself, love yourself, be happy with yourself no matter what, not try to be perfect, but still try to be as good as you can be. And yeah, it's a great. Once you can get to that place, I think it's great. All right, will you make a house tour video? Uh, I don't know. I mean, it might come along at some point in a vlog that I might do it whenever I do it, but there's really nothing to see. Like, honestly, I actually just bought this place. I live in a trailer, so for those of you guys who didn't know that, um, I moved out into this trailer 2 years ago. So I was 19. Was I 19 when I moved out? I must have been 19. 19 years old. I moved out of my mom's house and I moved in. I was looking for anywhere to live. I settled on this trailer because it's cheap, right? And it's a nice community actually. I like it. Um, Not a very good looking house. Uh, I have 3 bedrooms here, and I don't know what to do with them because I don't use them. I don't use 2 of the 3 bedrooms, which sucks. Um, yeah, I don't. I'm not a person who's ever had decorations or I don't stock. I don't buy stuff, so it's completely empty basically. And I've been here for 2 years, and I actually decided I'm just gonna buy the place because it's cheap and I can pay it off really quickly. And then after I pay it off, I can live here until I decide to move into a real house. But what I do for a living, I have a crappy job at like a factory type of job, I guess you can call it. I don't really know what you call it. Do you call it factory work, or is it not a factory unless it's like a certain type of thing? But yeah, I make like $10 an hour, so whatever. Okay. Why don't you go there thinking that you are just to finish your studies? It's not that you need to ignore everybody, but think about the main goal. Sorry, I totally didn't follow that. Advice to improve my English. I have no idea. 3 bedrooms. How big is your trailer? I mean, that's like it's just a single wide trailer. Like look up on the internet how big trailers are. See a tour of a trailer for yourself. It's really small. It's like an apartment building. It's like an apartment. Not a building. Apartment, right? Have you thought about creating a community group where you and your subscribers can know each other other than YouTube? That's a great idea. I don't know if I would have the skills to put it together. Like, I don't know if I would really be able to do that. But I think that is the beautiful part about YouTube and the internet in general is that you get people together who are interested in the same stuff, you develop communities, right? That is what the internet is all about. Is you create communities. You have communities, gaming community. You have people that are interested in this kind of stuff. Like we have this whole mental health community which is coming out. Of course, you have like personal development communities. You have communities talking about whether it's religious stuff or atheist stuff. If you're not religious, you have communities talking about different issues going on in the world. Obviously, there are all sorts of different issues. Um, and everybody belongs to like their own separate little group. And right now, we all have different communities that we belong to. I never really spent much time on the internet being a part of forums or groups or stuff, but um, I don't really know what would specifically do that. I don't know how I would create a community or a group outside of YouTube, but it's definitely a good idea and it's something that I'm open to thinking about. Hey, everybody has to start working some job. You seem smart, so don't think you need to be worried about being stuck in a job you don't like. Yeah, I really hope I don't have to be stuck in a job I don't like. I think I'll find something. I think I'll find something at some point that's better and that pays better and I can actually afford some better stuff in my life. But yeah, for now, that's what I'm doing. Um, I was. It kind of is disappointing to me that I dropped out of college because I would have been the first person from my family to go to college and graduate. And my dad's side of the family actually grew up on a farm. They were like really like country people. They had farms. He would spend all day driving the tractor in the field. They had like livestock and things. I think they had like a dairy farm. So my family used to be like that on my dad's side, and they never went to college, right? And then my mom's side, my mom just never went to school. She was actually adopted by a family, right, who could take better care of her and everything. Because I guess that my mom's real parents just just they just had they couldn't raise their kids in a good setting, because they had drug problems and part of the just weren't taking. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but so a lot of people in the family that adopted my mom actually did go to school. They were well educated and everything, but so I guess I would be the first one out of my immediate family to go to college. So I'm a little disappointed that it never happened. So I've been talking for 53 minutes straight now, and I think that's starting to get to me. It's kind of hard for me to it's hard for me to keep doing this. So I think I'm gonna have to stop in a few minutes just because I'm running out of breath. I can't keep my mind on track, and I don't want to bore you guys for too much longer. So um, let's see what else we got here. Uh, all right. By the way, what task is the factory job? And like there's like different machinery in there that does different things for different parts making them and uh I would pretty much just be like packaging products, putting them in boxes and moving skids or pallets or whatever you call them of stuff to move them. It's just busy work, right? The stupid stuff. Stuart McCrae, is that how you say that? Saying, hey, welcome to the stream. I think I am going to end soon, so I'm sorry to all you guys who are just joining. Starting to die down a little bit. Two people are leaving, so I think it might actually be a good point for me to actually leave. Um, I'm wondering if I should upload this video to my channel. Like, should I leave this stream up for people to watch, or should I do live streams. When I do live streams, sometimes I get in the habit of doing like one every day, or sometimes I do them every couple days. I mean, I know I just went like maybe 2 whole months or 3 whole months without doing a single one, but I don't want to overpopulate my videos with just live streams that I've done. But I'm thinking about maybe starting to just post some of these randomly. And this was a decent live stream, I think. Okay, so all right, guys. All right, I think I will. I'll leave it on my channel. I'll leave this one here. Um, so that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for joining. I'm so glad that you guys all participated. Some of you guys stayed here for a very long time. I don't know how you did it. Um, and I just want to say thank you. I'm so happy to have all you guys as my subscribers on this channel. I want to get to know you guys more. All of you guys here, I think I recognized from someplace on my channel before, whether it was another live stream or just commenting on my videos. Some of you guys are new, I think, but yeah, I really just appreciate the support. I appreciate having someone to talk to. You guys help me out a lot, and I'm looking forward to all of your guys' feedback. So, all right, sounds like a good place to end the video. Thank you guys again. I'm gonna stop the stream now, and I'll see you guys later. And here we go. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, Stuart. Bye, Holy Macaroni. Bye, Amy. Bye, Wesley. Bye, Kevin. Bye, Bayan. Is that how you say your name? Abdullah. Bye, Mob. Uh, Is that how you say it? Am I reading that right? Ever think you could have avoidant personality disorder? I have no idea what that is. I'll look into it though. And Amy saying thank you. Bye, Amy. All right. Okay. Bye, guys. It's done.